Well, welcome back to Friday Night Frights, Halloween edition. Yes, it's finally Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. As per tradition, we're going to be reading Disney's Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Yes, the old vampire love Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Yes, very good story. I was away in my village in Hungary. Yes, had to go there for family project, or hair in my face, or vampire pretty hair. Yes, all hot. Arizona hot state, even in 94 degrees in October. What you thinking? But anyway, yes, and everybody here saying sun's out, guns out. So vampire kept my guns out. See, kept the wings out, so I didn't even bother retracting them under my shirt. I just kept my wings out for you guys, so you can see vampire, actually vampire bat. Yes. So anyway, looked like Marcus from that movie, Underworld. Yes, Marcus had big old wings. Yeah, Marcus, mean vampire. He was too. So anyway, we're going to be reading Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Good story. Favorite story. So you guys have happy Halloween when we read this, right? Okay, so Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Kara Stevens and Alan Batson. Batson, son of a bat. I wonder what vampire bit the mother. But anyway, good name, just like Bat Masterson, the cowboy. Yeah, his parents are cool, man. Name him Bat. Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the reading here. Long ago, a new school teacher arrived in a small town of Sleepy Hollow. He was tall and thin, like a scarecrow, with a small head and a pointy nose. His name was Ichabod Crane. Ichabod was a strict teacher. Some people liked him. Others, like Brom Bones, thought he was strange. Brom enjoyed playing tricks on Ichabod, but Ichabod never seemed to mind. So there you go. A picture of Ichabod walking down the street. Are they shovels or are they feet? Lean in, lanky skin and bones. Yep, you know the song. Okay. Ichabod, Ichabod Crane. Ichabod, what a name. Kind of odd, but nice just the same. Funny man, funny frame. Ichabod, Ichabod Crane. Okay. Ichabod was soon invited to a Halloween party. He dressed in his nicest clothes. As the party, Ichabod ate and danced and laughed, charming everybody around him. It was the perfect night until the host of the party called for his guests to tell scary stories. See, Ichabod dressing right there in his nicest clothes. They would have called him a popinjay back then, so all pretty and fancy. Bit of a dandy. Ichabod did not like scary stories. Brom went first. Now the name Brom is a corruption of the name, or not corruption, but kind of an abbreviation of the name Abraham. So Brom Bones went first. He was jealous of Ichabod because everybody liked him. Brom hoped the tale would frighten Ichabod, the schoolmaster, so much that he would leave Sleepy Hollow forever. His story was about the Headless Horseman, the character who had a flaming pumpkin where his head should be. I know people that have buckets of air where their head should be. Every Halloween night, the ghost would ride through the town, searching for someone to trade heads with. He would try to catch any stranger he found in the woods, and he would not cross the covered bridge at the end of town. It is said that specters cannot cross over water. As Brahm told the story, poor Ichabod grew very afraid. He was shaking right down to his boots. You ever been that scared where your legs and feet were shaking? It's okay if you've ever. Fear is a very natural human emotion. Although Ichabod knew the ghost wasn't real, the woods felt dark and scary as he traveled home later that night. 3 branches looked like hands reaching out to grab him. Yes, 3 branches do have that effect at night, especially with the full moon out. They do look all craggy and gnarled. And the crickets sounded as though they were calling his name. Croaking frogs seemed to be saying, "Headless horseman, headless horseman." Frightened Ichabod urged his horse to run, racing blindly through the dark until they reached a clearing. Old Gunpowder was the name of the horse. I bet the frogs were saying, "Ichabod, Ichabod, 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 Ichabod." That's what the frogs would be saying. After they stopped to rest, they still heard the headless horseman. Something was coming for them. They hid in fear. When Ichabod realized what the sound was, were just reeds banging on a hollow tree trunk, he and the horse laughed. They felt silly. They had imagined that it was the headless horseman. There they are, sitting there, and Ichabod right there with the reeds in his hand. It looks like some cattails that were banging there on the hollow tree trunk, and there's the old horsey Gunpowder laughing. They're laughing at that. See, that's silly. And that's usually what things are. Scary sounds is something very explainable. The little bumps in the night, it's usually something that's pretty simple. But just then, you are feeling safe. Another laugh joined theirs. An evil laugh. An angry laugh. A ghostly laugh. It was the headless horseman. Oh, see him right there on the hilltop, holding a flaming pumpkin and swinging his saber. Oh, Dookie. There they are. They're holding each other. And that horsey boy, he looks like he's about ready to lose his mind. He's saying, "I'm about ready to lose my mind. Up in here, up in here." Boy, he is. Boy, he's just losing it. And Ichabod and his horse jumped up and ran. And the ghost followed him into the woods, down the river bank, through the water, across the street, through the parking lot, right through a grocery store. Oh man, right through a restaurant. Grabbed a few hamburgers, and across the field, ate the hamburgers. Oh man, they were hungry too. Well, why not? If you're being chased by a headless horseman, you need your energy, right? And they raced away from the headless horseman. But the ghost vaunted Ichabod's head, and it wasn't going to stop until it reached him. Oh my gosh. But that's not it. Finally, Ichabod saw the bridge in the distance, and he stopped at the bank to make a deposit. And he remembered that the crossing the bridge meant safety. So he wanted to make sure he made his bank deposit first, though, just in case he didn't make it. That way he wouldn't get his pockets picked when he you know. And you remember, crossing the bridge meant safety. So he urged his horse to go faster. So he's beating the horse. Said, "Go, come on, old horses, go, let's go, come on." And the horse turned around and said, "What you doing, man?" So the horse grabbed the stick and started beating him. And with the final burst of speed, they made it across. See right there? Pretty cool action right there. See the headless horseman and that long red cape just flowing behind him. Could you hear that cape just rippling in the wind, and the flaming pumpkin? And there's Ichabod running. He's a little bit lighter nowadays, not carrying all the coins in his pocket since he made a deposit at the bank's ATM. But the headless horseman was not alone. No, he was not. He heaved his great flaming pumpkin head straight at Ichabod Crane. The next morning, only Ichabod's hat and a few pieces of pumpkin were found laying on the ground. Oh dear. Oh dear. See that? Boy, he really whipped that out of him, man. He just, woof. See that pumpkin head? So, man, oh, evil looking, and Ichabod's like, oh, this is it. Time is up. But, you know, he couldn't cross the bridge, and he threw the pumpkin head out of frustration. He's like, "I can't cross the bridge, man. I'm going to just whip this pumpkin right at you." And that's what he did. And he made a big old smear out of Ichabod. That's how hard he hit him. Made a smear out of him. Oh, I know Headless Horseman personally. He's really not a bad guy. Really isn't. He's just angry because he don't have a head. I said, don't complain about it. Don't. You don't get headaches anymore. He said, "Have you heard of the phantom pain?" I said, okay, I get it. So, the schoolmaster was never seen again. Yeah, because he's a smear on the street. Some people say that Ichabod left Sleepy Hollow for good, finding happiness in another town. Oh, how do you ladies do it with the long hair and the heat? Terrible. But others say the headless horseman took him away. See, there's Ichabod in another town, happy with his kids and the food and everybody. All the kids look like Ichabod. And there's Headless Horseman triumphantly running away on his horse. I call the horse Brimstone. And the cape floating behind him. Very cool, man. He was a Hessian. He's from Prussia. Back then it was called Prussia. Not Germany. This is Prussia. What do you think happened to Ichabod? See that? You think he got spirited away by the old Headless Horseman? Or do you think he got pelted real bad by that pumpkin shell and made a smear right there on the road? Or do you think he got wounded and crawled away into another town and said, "Forget about Sleepy Hollow. I'm out of here, man. I'm done with this place"? Tell me what you think. You guys have a very happy Halloween. Remember, safety when you're trick-or-treating, okay? Carry flashlight with you. Look both ways when you're crossing street. Don't go by yourself. Go in group. Strength in numbers. People don't mess with you when you're in numbers. Okay? Don't go with strangers who say, "Hey, come here. Come here, I got something special for you. Just come here." Don't do it, okay? Please. Go in groups. Only go to places you're familiar with your mom and dad or somebody older to inspect your candy before you eat it. If you get apples or any fruit, cut it before you eat it. Okay? And remember, you don't want to skimp in safety. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to your puppies and your kitties. They know nothing but unconditional love. And be kind to everybody around you. Because they know, you never know what kind of day somebody's having. Just be nice. That's the important thing. It's cold flu season, so wash your hands. And have happy Halloween. Oh, vampire, see you next year. It's been a pleasure seeing you guys again. Love you very much. Been fun year seeing you guys. Okay. So, things out. Peace out. Bye-bye.